Guess who's doing yet another 24-hour readathon? It's me, of course. I have to say I cried again. 5-star read. She's dating his son. Only 1 hour left in the readathon. I woke up, my book was closed. That's the best it's been. And it was an experience. This cover is so bad. Hello everyone, welcome to my video. Today I'm doing a 24-hour readathon. If you're new here, you might not know, but I do one of these every single month. So yeah, it's basically finals week next week and the week after, and I'm spending my time doing a 24-hour readathon, but I have done a lot of homework this week, like so much. I've done essays, exams,
group projects.
I felt like I needed time to just read. I kind of haven't decided if I want to sleep or if I want to not sleep as much as possible. In the past, I've done it 24 hours straight. I've taken like a nap. Other times I've actually really just slept. So we'll honestly just see where this takes us. I don't want to push myself and exert myself too hard, but obviously I want to read as much as I can, which means reading for the most amount of time possible. As for my TBR, I have a few books picked out. I can obviously pivot and pick something else, and obviously I'm not going to be reading all of these books, but here's what's on my short stack. Currently reading Good Girl Bad Blood. I just finished A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I loved it. I moved right into the second book. I'm not even halfway, so I have a majority of the book left. Then I just have 3 volumes of JJK. I think I might read these in between my books just to give me a mental refresh, but I do have to get back into this manga for sure. I always need a romance, and I wanted something cutesy, something wholesome, but when I went to the library, I ended up finding Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas, which I know is not going to be that. However, I know that this book will probably have me on the edge of my seat because I'm pretty sure it's like she's dating his son, but she ends up falling in love with him, like something crazy. Usually I feel like her books have a bad rep, but everyone I've known has said this is one of their favorites from her and that it's actually good, so I am so sad. Picked out a duology by Axio. This is The Floating World and The Demon in the Light. I read The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea by her this year, my first read of the year, and my only brand new 5-star. I absolutely love Libby, but the county I live in provides for
over 1 million people.
So audiobooks usually don't end up being a thing for me during my readathons. I only was available to pick up one, and it is Quicksilver by Callie Hart. First off, I want to say I bought this book before I knew anything about what she did. A lot of people have said that this is not good, but I've had a few people also say that it's good. So honestly, I'm confused and just ready to start it. Yeah, this is how big it is. I do have the audiobook, so whenever I'm doing chores or cooking or something, I think I might just have this on in the background to get a start into the book. But that is everything I've got. We're starting at 12 p.m. today and we're finishing at 12 p.m. tomorrow. I'll be giving you guys updates throughout. I'm starting off with Good Girl Bad Blood, so let's get this readathon started. Yay! I've got about 60 pages left in the book. In this book, Ant and Lauren are pissing me off so absolutely bad. They're such fake friends, and did Pip get a little violent? Yes, but in all honesty, I'm defending her, okay? I now have only 30 pages left in the book, and I remember being so sad when this ended because of one specific character. Because of that, I'm like interested to finish the story, but I'm also scared because I know what happens. Okay, so I finished Good Girl Bad Blood, and oh my goodness, I remember how I felt at the end of it. It was just so absolutely sad. I remember crying 3 years ago, and yeah, it's safe to say I cried again. I finished the 240 pages I had in the book in 2 hours and 45-ish minutes. But yeah, the book is done so well. A lot of times I hear people say that Pip's character change was kind of random, but if you consider literally everything she went through and everything she sees, I think it kind of makes sense, honestly. I really appreciate how there's always such a strong plot. We have a bunch of characters that we really like, and on top of that, Ravi is just so precious. The way he talks and cares for Pip, he truly understands and loves her. Their dynamic is so funny. He's always saying these cute little offhanded jokes. It shows how perfect Ravi and Pip are together because he really balances her out and she does the same. I do have some chores I have to do now, and the only audiobook I have is of Quicksilver. This is not what I want to be reading next, but just because I do have some things I have to get done, I'm gonna turn on the audiobook. How many pages is this thing even? Oh wow, so it's over 600. At least I'll be putting a dent in it, so I'll come back whenever I'm finished. It's cold. Right, so I had my chores done, and after that I started volume 3 of JJK and I finished it. Also, I was listening to the audiobook of Quicksilver, and guys, this book had me sucked in from the beginning. I'm super excited to continue it now. I started The Floating World by Axio. This is a part of the duology that I was talking about. The second one is The Demon in the Light, so I'll be reading that sometime throughout this. I'm currently on page page 24, so I just started it. I kind of have no idea what's going on. I know we have two main characters and it's dual POV. It's Ren. She's like an acrobatic 17-year-old girl who has like a power, and Sun Ho kind of dealt with the responsibility of finding her because she has a power that no one else has. But as they both go on two different journeys, they're led to each other and he doesn't know he's looking for her. So we're gonna see that unfold. I've been reading for 5 hours. It's 5 p.m. It's like a super gloomy day outside. It hasn't started raining, but I'm pretty sure it will. I'm getting a little bit tired. I think the thing is that I need a coffee, so we're gonna have to get one. I'm gonna go ahead and make one. Made a meal because I was getting famished, but as I was cooking I was listening to the Quicksilver audiobook, and yeah, it's tea so far. I stopped right at like the moment when we find out what our main character is gonna do because she's put in this sticky situation. But as I eat, I will be continuing the floating world. It's officially time for an update because we are over 8 hours into the readathon, meaning that we're a third of the way done. I made it to page 203 in the floating world. I would say I like it, but I'm not in love with it. Usually when I read something that's like fantasy or magical realism with a side of romance, I care more for the plot, but honestly this time I'm a bigger fan of the romance. Sun Ho and Ren are just so absolutely perfect together. I love seeing them because they're so soft and gentle and kind and actually nice to each other. So we quite literally see him fall in love with her without knowing what she looks like, which is just so refreshing. And the first time he sees her face, she's like, well, how did you know it's me? Because she wasn't wearing the same clothes and she didn't have her mask. And he like just interrupts her and he's like, you're beautiful. 57 pages left, so whenever I finish, I will come back and check in with you guys. We are now almost halfway through the readathon. I can't believe that I've been reading for literally 12 hours straight. It's insane to think about. Finished the floating world, and honestly, I don't know how I feel about it exactly. Right now, it's just kind of okay, and I don't want to continue on with the duology. Did read volume 4 of JJK right after that. Now, it is 12 a.m. in the morning, which means I'm gonna start to get tired, so I need something that's like a page turner, something that's juicy, entertaining, will keep me laser focused on the story, and I have just the book. Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. I'm very much so interested to start reading this. Read Credence, I want to say in the fall time, and it was an experience. It's not like a literary amazing book. It's something that you would read for entertainment and for smut. It irked me a little bit, I won't lie. It very much so irked me, but I'm hoping that this will have some more tropes I'm accepting of, because what was in Credence was it was too crazy for me. But I know that Birthday Girl is about this 19-year-old girl who has a boyfriend, but she ends up falling in love with his dad or something absolutely like crazy. But it is very much so exactly what I need at 12 a.m. in the morning to keep me wired and awake. I want to at least finish this book before I even consider sleeping. Probably come back at the halfway mark. This book is nearly 400 pages, so at about 200 pages, I'll give you guys kind of an update on what I'm thinking of the book. It is late now and it's getting chilly, so I think I'm gonna change into my pajamas. One thing about me is that I will wear Christmas pajamas all year round. Like, I don't care. They're the comfiest, they're the coziest, and I am a Christmas girly at heart, so it just brings me joy. It's time for the bonnet to go on. She used her extra money to get her boyfriend's car fixed instead of getting her car fixed, and now she's stuck at work. So remember when I said I would not go to sleep until I finished Birthday Girl? Yeah, that very much so did not happen. I woke up, my book was closed, my computer had died, like I was napping. I think I was probably sleeping for like an hour and a half, a good chunk of time. I think I'm gonna open the book back up and try to get at least halfway through, and then I can reconsider if I want to sleep again or not. Luckily that's very doable because I'm on 109 and I have to get to 200 pages for it to be halfway. As you guys saw, I fell asleep for a little while, but I'm back up and running now. I'm on page 272 of 397 of Birthday Girl. This book is certainly something like There's a lot of cringe moments as within probably any Penelope Douglas book, but it's just for the drama, it's just for the entertainment, it's just for the fun, and it's most definitely giving that. As I said, it's about our main character Jordan. She's 19 and she's just been struggling recently. She has her boyfriend and they have to leave their apartment and they're kind of stuck. They don't have anywhere to go, so his father, who he's not super close with, is like, come live with me. And as they do, things unfold, things shake, things happen. He's 38 and she's 19. Like, whoa, okay. I'm just gonna finish this out. We have about 6 hours and 45 minutes, so I'm most definitely going to finish this. I don't know what else will be on the plate for today. As you just saw, I finished Birthday Girl. This book was definitely something for sure. It's kind of like a okay book. I'm probably gonna give it 3 stars, which is like right in the middle for me. It wasn't amazing, but I had fun reading it. Only 5 hours left of reading because we're about to hit 19 hours, which is insane. But I'm feeling a little tired, so I think I'm gonna set an alarm for 1 hour and fingers crossed that it'll wake me up. Sometimes when I'm super tired, my alarms do not wake me up. So super duper hoping that it ends up working. Hello everyone. I think it's been a little while since I gave an update. I honestly don't even remember. I think it might have been when I went to sleep. Well, I'm awake now. After I woke up, I finished Volume 5 of Jujutsu Kaisen. This was the last one that I wanted to complete, so I'm so happy that I got through all 3 of them. I showered, did some breakfast. I've been doing a little bit of chores. I did take about an hour of a break. There's only 1 hour left in the readathon now, which is insane to think about. We are almost done. In the hour that I have left, I think I'm going to continue doing chores because it's a Sunday and I want to get my reset done. I'm listening to the audiobook of Quicksilver right now, and honestly, I'm really enjoying this. Like, I believe I'm on chapter 7, which is about 80 pages in, and I'm very much so intrigued. I was going to finish the duology of the Floating World, but honestly, I don't think I want to start the second book, The Demon in the Light, because I'm just not enjoying it that much. As someone who like always finishes series, I think this might be one that I drop just because there's so many other amazing things like from the library and from my, like, look at all these books, even for my own physical TBR that I have to read. So I think I'm not gonna finish it. It's not bad. I feel like I know exactly how the story is gonna end and there's no reason for me to read it. Other than that, I'm just gonna continue listening to my audiobook. I'm not really feeling tired because it is 11 in the morning. I do think, however, in order to treat myself for getting through the 24 hours and the fact that I'm gonna have to edit this right after I'm done, I think I'm gonna go get a Dunkin'. So come along with me as I listen to my audiobook, which I will be doing in the car, and I get a coffee. I got an iced medium Dunkin' latte, but I get 2 pumps of caramel with cold foam. This is my go-to order, and the location that I went to today is like the best one. They never fail me, so hoping it's good today too. That's the best it's been. That's really good. Then I just got half a dozen donuts because I was like, let me get some for my family too. I'm the biggest fan of the maple and the strawberry frosted with sprinkles. Hello everyone. We are literally quite about to hit the 24-hour mark of reading. There we go. I can't believe it's finally over. Set a pretty big stack aside, and honestly, I would say, with the exception of one thing, I got to absolutely everything. I will go through everything I read and kind of do a recap my ratings. Good Girl, Bad Blood, the second book in the A Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy. This is a 5-star. A reread. And one thing you guys might not know if you don't watch my shorts is that I actually did not reread books prior to like a month ago. The first book that I reread is Beach Read by Emily Henry. I read that 4 years ago, gave it a 4-star, reread it, gave it a 4-star again. Then I reread A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, gave it 5 stars. 3 years ago, I want to say, and I gave it 5 stars again. This book I read obviously 3 years ago. It was a 5-star read then, and it's a 5-star read now again. I don't know if I ever said what this book is about, but basically in our first book, Pip decides to do her capstone senior project on this really infamous case from her town of Fairview. Andy Bell, an 18-year-old girl, ended up passing away / disappearing, and it was 5 years ago, and the blame gets put on her boyfriend Sal. As Pip, our main character, digs deeper and deeper, she gets the feeling that the story is not as it seems, and so she kind of figures it out. In this second one of her best friend's brothers ends up missing at the memorial of Andy, and so she's trying to figure that out. Just an amazing read. One thing Holly Jackson always does is she keeps her chapters short. She doesn't necessarily leave you on a cliffhanger, but you need to know what comes next. Like, you just want to keep on flipping. So if you're stuck in like a reading slump or you want something that's super easy to digest, but it's still done super well, make sure to do so. All I'm gonna say is Child Brunswick, tears, like just actual tears. Then I read volume 3 of JJK. I'm gonna talk about all 3 volumes that I read because I kind of don't rate my manga. This one is a better one that I've read. I haven't read too many. I would say this sits overall so far at a 4.25. As everyone knows, this is where Gojo is from. Nanami won't be in season 3, but honestly, it's okay. The anime itself, even without Nanami, is good. Then I moved on to The Floating World by Axio. I was disappointed by this book. I always finish series. Like, this is a duology, so I was like, I'm gonna finish the first one, then jump right into the second one. As we saw, I did not pick this one up. I feel like the story just kind of lacked substance in a way. The plot was good. Like, there was a stage that was set, but I wasn't satisfied by just how it was going. And so I don't even know if I will end up picking this up. Just because my brain is like so fixated on finishing everything and seeing things through, I'm like kind of wishing that I would pick this one up, but I honestly don't know if it will happen because there is just so many books that I want to get to, and a lot of them are piquing my interest, and at the moment I feel like I know exactly how the second book is gonna go. There's not much of a mystery. During the nighttime when everyone else was asleep, I was reading Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. There's not much to say about it. If you don't know about Penelope Douglas, proceed with caution. Do your research first because sometimes there's like things that you're like, oh, I forgot to say what I would give The Floating World. This is a 3-star read. Birthday Girl is also a 3-star read. They're 3 stars for different reasons though. Like, this is a 3-star because I really enjoy Axio's writing and I was disappointed in it. I think my expectations were at least like a 4-star because I read The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea and gave it 5 stars. So it's like, I'm a little disappointed, but still happy I got to it, so it's a 3-star. This is a 3-star because I knew like I wouldn't love it. It met my expectations exactly. It was something to keep me awake as much as possible, and it did that for sure. The final kind of book I'm currently reading now, Quicksilver by Callie Hart, and I feel like we definitely have to talk about this book. I only had one audiobook and it was for this one, so I was listening to it when I took my shower, when I did my skincare, when I was washing dishes, when I was cooking food, and in the last hour, as I was just doing my Sunday reset, I was also listening to it. So I've made it actually over 100 pages. I'm on page 108. I'm pretty sure our main character ends up with this man named Kingfisher. His first name is Kingfisher, like that's his name. And this cover is so bad. It's so bad. It's so horrible. I think there might be a different edition of it, but it's just not good. I would not read this in public. However, despite all of those things, I am honestly really intrigued in this book. I'm 1/6 of the way through because there's 600 it's so big. I don't think I've read a book this big in so long. I think the last time was when I read War Storm by Victoria Aveyard. However, I only have the first book. The second book I believe is Brimstone. I think there's a third one which already came out this year or is coming out. I don't even know how many books are in the series, but I was a little hesitant because my library doesn't have the second book available anywhere. So if I do really enjoy this, I don't know how I'm going to read the second one. However, I am thinking of getting a Kobo. Like, I'm so excited to finally get a Kobo and decorate it. I think it's gonna be my gift for finishing my sophomore year of college. And I think overall it would help me save money from buying books. So the plan is to get a Kobo within the next week, hopefully. That is everything I read in this readathon. I completed 3 books, completed 3 manga, and started a 4th novel. I'm super happy with everything I got to read. Thank you all for watching, for sticking along with me. Let me know whatever types of videos you'd like to see, because sometimes I don't have ideas for these long form videos. I don't know what you guys want to see, but let me know, and I will definitely make it, especially now that the semester is ending. Next week is literally my finals week, and then after we have a week of testing that our teachers can open up. So I have 2 tests, but this next upcoming week is my final week of classes. So hopefully I'll have more time to make whatever videos you guys want to see. Let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one.